Inside the bubble, the Chiefs, Lions, Bengals, Packers, Rams, and Texans. I think all of these teams are viable Super Bowl contenders, and all of them should be looking towards the Super Bowl. Obviously, don't look ahead. Focus on your division first. But I think all of these teams can get to and win the Super Bowl. Chiefs, obviously. What do I need to explain? Lions, best roster in the NFC. Bengals, Joe Burrow, I think he's the second best QB in the league. And to me, if you're the second best QB in the league, you're always a contender. The Packers, I love what I'm seeing from this team. I think even though the Lions are going to win that division, I think the Packers can make a ton of noise. Don't think anyone would want to see that team coming in to their stadium. The Rams, already talked about it. Loving Stafford, love the veteran experience on that team, love the coach. Houston Texans, I'm not big on the whole Stephon Diggs signing. I don't really know if he's the same guy anymore. I don't know if he's going to be the 2 or the 3. I don't think he's going to be the 1. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they honestly traded him come midseason just to get something on defense or something else like that. I don't think they made too many huge additions, but I do like the Houston Texans. I love the direction they're moving in. So that is the inside of Lucas's loop. And on the outside of the loop, looking in, I'm still giving respect to the 49ers. I think they'll be a wild card team. Talk about a team with playoff experience. They have it. I'm worried about them, obviously. I don't think they're going to go super far in the playoffs this year, but they could. Like, it wouldn't shock me. Buffalo Bills, respect to Josh Allen. I think he's the third best QB in the league. And here's the thing. Everyone is trying to be clever and now say Miami Dolphins are winning that division. I'm not buying it. When Cam Newton won MVP, who do you have at receiver? Ted Ginn, Devin Funchess. These are not 1s and 2s. He had a solid running back, and he had Greg Olsen at tight end. Great tight end at that time. Josh Allen now has 2 tight ends, and Dawson Knox, and ahead of him is going to be Dalton Kincaid. He's got Curtis Samuel. He's got Khalil Shakir. They got the rookie, Keon Coleman. I think he's going to have a better season than people think. James Cook at running back, I think they're going to win that division. I think he could have one of his actually better seasons. So people call me a Josh Allen hater, but I'm just always right on him. I'm just a realist, okay? And the Philadelphia Eagles, I love me some Jalen Hurts. I love their offseason. I love their draft. So give me the Eagles. Outside looking in. Thoughts first, we will start with Eli.
Man, I just like how now the Eagles are on the outside looking in, and I don't even think, like in one of our early offseason podcasts, you didn't have them making the playoffs, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy how far we've come.
I already made the amendment, buddy.
Crazy how far we've come. But
I did.
Texans, we know what I feel about them already, so I think they cannot be in the inside the bubble. They could be outside looking in, maybe. That's even pushing it a little bit for me. But I think you need to put the 49ers inside the bubble. I think, yeah, it's just crazy how they're not a Super Bowl contender in your eyes. They definitely have all the talent in the world, even without Ayuk. I think they're a very strong team. Shanahan knows what he's doing.
I very much agree. I think the 49ers need to be in there over the Packers and even the Texans. It's just like all you're basing this on is that there's some noise and that they're talking about trading Ayuk. And it's
not all.
It's the same team. And it's still Shanahan, it's still McCaffrey, and it's still Deebo Samuel and fucking George Kittle, even if he's a dinosaur.
Here's my problem with that.
They gotta be in there.
I don't think the same team is enough. I think the Lions are better than they were last year. The Packers are better than they were last year. The Rams are better than they were last year. Other teams in the NFC are better than they were last year. Not Dallas, but the Eagles were. The Eagles are. The Bears are. The Niners, if they're the same team, to me, that is not a Super Bowl contender.
I think for that team, it's enough.
For those teams, they started lower. The 49ers are already up here. The Lions and the Packers making improvements were here, and now they're climbing up. But the 49ers are already here, man. They're already that good.
The Packers were winning that game in the playoffs. They had it before they completely blew it. And the Lions even worse.
Experience.
The Lions
they blew
the game away. Yeah, they blew it. The Niners didn't win it. They blew it. The Lions was even worse. They were up by 17 that championship game. That was a disaster. That was I don't understand how head coach didn't get throttled for that. But it's like
the Lions should be in there, but Packers shouldn't. Even the Rams, you're basing this off your whole thing that you just love the Rams. But
Well, yeah,
I still think the 49ers are better than the
I have
Rams.
that there, right?
The 49ers have
the Niners. That's why I have them in that position, of course.
one of the best defenses in the league too, man.
Their defense, they're getting older
they're
too.
Good,
though.
Man.
They're
They're
getting
really
older,
good, though.
We'll see. Hufanga coming back, I do like, but
They're cool.
they worry me as well with their age, and not just on the defense, by the way. George Kittle too.
Not.
Man, you watch that receiver show. Debo and Kittle are hurt like every other second. Man, they're dying.
Yeah, and look at them. They still got to the Super Bowl and almost beat Mahomes.
Yeah, well, almost. Yeah, but close, but no cigar.
It went to overtime.
Yeah, they had the ball.
You were having trouble saying almost, but it was in overtime, man.
Well, no, they almost did it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. The Eagles almost did it. And then look at what happened to the Eagles last year. Big time collapse. So
That's
things will happen.
because Sirianni's poo.
Right, yeah. And Shanahan has been a part of like 3 different Super Bowl collapses. So that's
you learn
At least
more
he's
from
making it there.
failure than success.
well, he must be very experienced then by now.
He's
He
going
must
to be the
very wise.
smartest
Yeah.
guy ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the 4th time's the charm for him.
Yep.
Hey, I've heard that saying before.
Sure haven't.